श्रीमान् वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति श्रीवासरंगपरकालमुनित्रयाप्तलक्ष्मात्मरक्षण इत्युक्तागमान्तम् आचार्यभक्तिपरिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः। पराशरमुनिं वन्दे कृतपौर्वान्निकक्रियं मैत्रेयपरिपप्रच्छ प्रणिबध्याभिवाद्य च. So we have been enjoying Vishnu Puranam as beautifully narrated by sage Parasara to sage Maitreya. Sage Parasara is none other than Veda Vyasa's father. So Vyasam Vashishta Naptaram Shakte Pautram Akalmasham Parasharat Majam Mande Sukatatam Taponidhim. So this is the beginning slokam in Vishnu Sahasranamam. So here Vyasa's father Parasara is narrating to his disciple sage Maitreya. When Maitreya inquired of very many questions which were generic questions, and for those questions the answers came from sage Parasara based on the knowledge he had gained from his grandfather Vasishta. Vasishta is Parasara's grandfather and Vyasa is Parasara's son. What a great lineage. And Vyasa's son is sage Shuka, who wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. So last week we saw how Krishna and Balarama showed themselves to Vasudeva and Devaki, and how Vasudeva praised Krishna, and in the end Krishna made sure that Vasudeva doesn't remember all that and he becomes a normal father, so that he treats Krishna as a normal son, not as an almighty. And Krishna made sure that though requested by the elders that he should become the king after Kamsa is destroyed, he had put only Ugrasena, who is the father of Kamsa, to be the king. So he put Ugrasena on the throne and he accepted himself as the Yuvaraja, the crowned prince. So he became the Ilavarasar, the Yuvaraja, the prince, so that Ugrasena is the king. And Ugrasena, of course, he was humbled by the offer of Krishna to Ugrasena, who is the father of Kamsa, and he said, even though I'm old, you have still let me take over the reins, the kingdom. However, I surrender to you. I place the burden of taking over this kingdom to you, Krishna, because I know who you are, and you should be able to run and administer and lead. I would just be the king as requested by you. So the Sarvatantran Emperuman Sriman Narayana Krishna has now become dependent on the king. He is reporting to the king as the prince. So people here admired Krishna's humility, even though he was capable of becoming the king himself. So here how the transformation of the kingdom by requesting the Devendra to appoint, to make sure that the royal hall, the Sabha, the king's Sabha, the royal hall becomes the Devendra Sabha. Devendra had given the authority to make sure that this Sabha of Ugrasena transforms itself into Sudharma, which was given to Krishna by Devendra. And Krishna made sure Ugrasena the head of the Sabha, head of the council, because he was the king. And Ugrasena, with the help of Krishna, reigned the kingdom very well according to the Dharma Shastra. All the supporters of Kamsa were thrown out, and it was filled with the court with good people and wise people. Krishna, by conquering all the kings, he made Ugrasena the Chakravarti, the sovereign of the land. And the cows, when Krishna took birth and when he was growing up in Vrindavan, in the cowherd folks, the cows, the four Vedas became the cows. They say, because when he was a cowherd boy, now that he has become the Yuvaraja, the four Vedas became the four horses in the chariot called Sainya, Sugriva, Megapurusha and Megapushpa and Valahaka. So four horses were called like that. So not only they took the form of the horse, they also became, the Vedas became his footrest, where Krishna can keep his feet, and so that it would be soft and tender to hold his feet. And the flute which Krishna had has become the white conch shell, the Shankh. So now Krishna is now taking over the kingdom. And what happens? The Vasudeva now thinks about that Krishna grew up as a cowherd boy, Krishna and Balarama. Even though he had given the sons mentally, even though he had reared cows and calves, he had not formally learnt or studied from any guru. So obviously Vasudeva, the father, wanted to make sure that he reads, he studies in a school under a bona fide teacher. So what Krishna and Vasudeva did, he wanted to fulfill the promise of educating the children. He approached their family guru by name Garga Maharishi. So he asked him to initiate the two boys with the sacred mantra Gayatri. So it was strange for the divine rishis to initiate Narayana, watch Narayana, and the rishis were watching Garga initiating Narayana with the Gayatri mantra, and they are playing their parts to perfection. They were only enacting their roles, and the rishis blessed these two boys and the fulfillment of their avatarams. So Krishna and Rama Balarama had to go to another guru, because the Garga Maharishi was busy with the royal duties. He had to go to another teacher for their education. Till now they were brought up as a cowherd boys. So idakkai valakkai theriyadavargal. They were completely illiterate. So now they were recognized to be Kshatriyas. So they had to go and live in the Gurukulam, as was the custom. So there was a learned scholar, Vedantic scholar by name Santipani. So Santipani, now he was born in Varanasi and he was living in Avanti, and to him all the youngsters, the children, used to go and learn Vedas and Shastras. They were the Krishna and Balarama were sent here. Now, why? Because he himself is the supreme God, why does he have to go to a guru to learn Vedas and Shastras? If you recall, even in Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna was confused, he was deluded as to what he should do, because he dropped his divine bow and he was looking at his uncles and cousins and grandfather and Acharya, Dronacharya. How can I kill them? What is the point in killing them and winning? I don't want to fight by killing my kith and kin. So Krishna said, this is the duty. This is the duty of a Kshatriya. This is Yuddha Dharma. So he taught several things. That time, of course, Krishna was driving the chariot. So he was at a lower seat and Arjuna was at a higher seat, because Krishna's head should not block the Arjuna's arrows. And Now Arjuna was asking questions and Krishna was answering. And Krishna answers, Tadviddi pranipadena pariprasnena sevyaya upadeshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. In Bhagavad Gita, he mentions Krishna. Tadviddi pranipadena pariprasnena sevyaya. You need to learn, Arjuna, not like the way you are learning now, sitting in the top and I am sitting at the bottom, the who is supposed to teach. And tadviddi pranipadena pariprasnena sevyaya. You have to prostrate at the feet of Guru and humbly request him with all the queries that you have, which you should not ask for the sake of argument. Vidandavadam. You should not ask for the sake of argument. You should ask for the sake of learning. And pariprasnena, you have to serve him. You have to do kainkaryam, Guru kainkaryam to the family. You have to wash their clothes, you have to switch on the washing machine, you have to mop, do the vacuum cleaning, take care of the cows, all that you need to do. And then only the teacher will teach during the day in the Gurukulam. So tadviddi pranipadena pariprasnena sevyaya upadeshyanti. They will give upadesham. And jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. They know the truth. They are jnanis. And the truth will be revealed to you from them with the blessings of the Guru. So a great Guru should be sought after by a person, the disciple, who is immersed in samsaric ocean, samsara tapam, and knowing the vagaries, the vacillating mind, knowing the plus and minuses, mostly minuses of this transitory life, the sorrows and the grief that we get, the birth, the death, the old age, the disease, so many problems. For every pleasure, there is 100 times pain associated with it. So pertaining to that, the Guru will teach the disciple, initiate the disciple with the necessary mantras, impart jnanam. Guru means the one who removes darkness. Guru is the supreme highest. Guru is verily the Brahman. He is verily the Lord. Vedanta Desika says, Acharyadika devatam samadikam anyanna manyamahe. We would not consider anyone equal to Acharya. We would consider Acharya as verily the God himself. He is the highest of the high. He is the highest desire we need to desire. He is the highest God himself. He is the ultimate wealth. Guru is the jnanam, knowledge. Guru is our nidhi, our treasure. Guru himself is the means, the way. And he himself is the destination, the goal, the end. Guru needs to be worshipped, prostrated at all times, under all circumstances. His name shall always be uttered by the disciple at all times. When I say Guru, it's not of course the Gurus are Tamil Guru, English Guru, Hindi Guru, all Yoga Guru, there are Gurus. But I am talking about the Guru who gives us the Tattva Jnanam, the spiritual Jnanam, the truth, who initiates us with the mantra and who opens our inner eye. Gurureva para Brahma, Gurureva para Gatihi, Gurureva para Vidya, Gurureva Parayanam, Gurureva para Kamaha. He is the desire. Gurureva param dhanam. Yasmat sadupadeshtasau tasmat gurutamo guruhu. That's what we just saw. Guru is ultimate. And even Vedanta Desika mentions that Acharyan, the Guru, the one who initiates us with this, which gives us the spiritual jnanam, is the dispeller of all papams. And he removes the darkness from our minds. He removes the ignorance. He gives us the new birth, the Vidya Jnanam. He is verily the Father. The mantram is the mother. He is the Father. The mantram which he initiates us with is the mother. And this birth places us on the path which leads to an end of no birth and no death. And that is why aridaridu manidarai pirattalaridu. It's extremely rare to be born as a human being. After very many millions of births, as mosquito, as cockroach, as cow, as calf, as pig, as Indra, as Devata, we have been born this birth. And we should grab this opportunity because we have vivekam, the discriminatory power. We have all the limbs in action. We are not vegetating. We are able to think what's right, what's wrong. And Acharya has got infinite amount of compassion towards us. And Acharya is sent to our path by the Lord himself. If you take one step, he takes 10 steps and he sends the Acharya. He is always interested in our welfare, the Guru. On account of all this, he is always to be worshipped as verily the Lord himself. One should never harbor any ill feeling towards the Acharya. And one should not think that I sent him 1,000 rupees for his birthday, and that should equal what he had done for me. It's only a token of our gratitude. He is not expecting anything from us. And even Vedanta Desika says in Tamil, one of the Tamil Prabandham, Yetri Manat Yedil Jnana Velakka Irunanaithu Matrinavarku ஒரு கைமாறு மாயனும் காணகில்லா போற்றி புகழ்வதும் புந்தியில் கொள்வதும் பொங்கு புகழ் சாற்றி வளர்ப்பதும் சற்றல்லவோ முன்னம் பெற்றதற்கு. A beautiful line. So for the Guru, even the Lord does not know how we should pay our Guru. If you go and ask the Lord, how do I pay my Guru for all that he has done? He doesn't know. Vedanta Desika says, Mayanum Kanagilla. He does not know how to pay back the Guru. Potri Pugalvadum, just praise him. Pundiyil Kolvadum, just keep him in your mind. Pongu Pugal Shatri Valarpadum, tell people about the glories of your Guru and tell your family. Utter his Taniyan, the verse, the sloka on your Guru. And if you do all this, Satrallavo Mundam Petradarke, it's an 1/1,000,000th of what he had done to you as a token of our gratitude. Beautiful verse by Vedanta Desika. And how do I know that a person is a Guru? How do I know that he is a bona fide Acharya? And here also Vedanta Desika comes to the rescue. He mentions in Nyasa Vimsati, there is a stotra. Sorry for my digression, I just wanted to touch upon this. He gives in his first sloka in Nyasa Vimsati, Siddham Satsampradaya. There is a sloka where he gives the 14 qualities of a bona fide Acharya. He should have sound philosophical jnana, the knowledge, which is learnt through the lineage of Acharyas. It should not be just like a self-styled Guru. One fine morning he gets up and he says, I am the X Ananda or Y Ananda or X Baba, whatever. He is not a self-styled. He has got an Acharya. Who has an Acharya? Who has an Acharya? It's the Acharya lineage, which is uninterrupted Acharya lineage. Having an undisputed, clear knowledge of Vedanta and Shastras. No ambiguity, no confusion, clear knowledge, free from any sins, papams, and free from any attachments. He has got no attachments. And he has got complete knowledge of Vedas, Itihasas, Puranas. And he has got unshakable Mahavishwasam, unflinching, unconditional, unshakable Mahavishwasam on the unparalleled CFPati Sriman Narayana. He possesses Sattvika Gunas. Sattvika Guna, no Tamasic, no Rajasic. And he always speaks truth. And he lives in accordance with the manner as laid down in Shastra. If he is a sannyasi, he follows strictly the sannyasa dharma. He can be a grahastha. He follows strictly the grahastha dharma. He is free from any asuya, any jealousy, any show off. No show off. 10 people applaud, clap, garland, shawl, nothing. Having control over sense organs. Friendly and affectionate towards all. Samoham sarvabhuteshu, Krishna says. And sunischaiva swapakecha pandita samadarshana vidya dadati vinaya. Here in that slokam Gita, he says a pandita, a person who is learned, he looks at the dog eater, the elephant, the deer, the Brahmin, he looks at everybody as equal. Friendly and compassionate towards all, affectionate towards all. And Dirgha Bandhu, to the disciple, his family, his children, his grandchildren, he showers compassion, daya. He helps the disciples who err. If you make mistakes, go and tell him. He forgives, he corrects, and he makes them follow the right track as laid down in Shastra. He wishes for everyone's welfare at all times. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. So, like that, the person, our sage Santipani, he was also shining like that. And Krishna and Balarama went and learnt from this Guru. They were perfect students, ever eager to please their Guru. They spent all the time in performing Acharya Kainkaryam, Guru Kainkaryam, listening to his words of teaching with great enthu, with full of energy, and pleased with them and their devotion. Their Guru taught them the Vedas, Veda Angas, the Upanishad, and all that. Krishna, who was the essence of all the Upanishad, sat at the feet of his master and learnt the Mahakavyas, the Upanishads. They were also taught the art of fighting, handling the bow, arrow, with the essential, which were the essential prerequisites for a Kshatriya. Along with that, they learnt Dharma Shastra. They learnt Tarkam, the logic. They learned the nuances of the ruling of a kingdom, governing a kingdom, how to rule. Unlike who we see now, any Tom, Dick and Mary can run the kingdom. Their Guru found them to be highly intelligent. They learnt everything in Ekasantagrahi. Only one santai they are able to grasp in a very short time. All the 64 Kalaigal, 64 arts were mastered by them in a matter of 64 days. It is written, it is recorded. Their stay at the Gurukula came to an end, as was the customs. They asked the Guru, how can we serve you? We need to give you some sambhavana, a token of our gratitude as a Guru Dakshina. Santipani first said, it's all unnecessary. Please do not embarrass me. Don't bother about it. You just dirghayush, just do well. And their Guru declined to accept anything. But the brothers were insisting that he should name something. You should tell something that's bothering you. Because Krishna is a Sarveshwaran, Sarvajnan, Sarvashaktan, and he knows exactly what was their problem. So he wanted to help them. So the Guru went and when he said, give me a couple of minutes, I will talk to my home minister and talk. So he went inside, talked to his wife and came back. Krishna and Rama, Balarama, since you both keep on insisting for doing something which will please us, may I request you for something which is a difficult thing, which is extremely impossible. But since you asked, this is only thing which is boggling us. Can you help? I have, however, been told that you have performed miraculous, wonderful deeds in Gokulam, in Vrindavan, in Mathura, even in Kamsa's palace. You have been performing victorious deeds. You have been killing asuras and rakshasas who were gigantic. And so I have some hopes that it could be possible to be done by you. So I have hopes of your being successful in the task which I'm going to ask you. I'm setting it for you. It's a long story. I will keep it short. Many years back, my wife and I, along with our son, went to Prabhasa. There was a place. And there we were bathing in the sea. We were taking a bath. As per Shastras, we were entering and we were taking a bath in the sea. And our son was taken away by the waves. He drowned and we could not even locate his body. We could not find his body. And that brought us terrible sorrow. And till date, there is no information about him. We have been terribly missing him. Many years. And this is the greatest service you can do for me if you can bring to us and bring him back alive. Very tall order. Krishna and Balarama said, so be it. We will bring him back. After taking leave of the old couple, they prostrated and they took leave. They climbed into their chariot and reached the place named Prabhasa, where they had lost their son. They sat on the shores of the sea for a while. They just sat on the shore, seashore. The Lord of the oceans came and paid respects to Krishna. Krishna said, we accept your worship, Samudra Raja, but then if you really want to please us, return to us the young boys which your waves had swallowed years back. The boy was the son of our Guru, the great sage Santipani. We have promised to him that we would restore their son to the old couple. Please let us have the boy. The king of the ocean said, Krishna, my lord, you are the Sarvajnan. I am innocent. It was not I who took him. There dwells under the sea an Asura, a Rakshasa by name Panchajanya. He always assumes the form of a conch, the Shankh, the white conch, the Shankh. And it was he who stole the young son of your Guru Santipani. Krishna promptly jumped into the ocean, and soon at the underneath he found the Asura Panchajana. Krishna found that conch Asura, which was formed out of the body of that Asura. His body was like a Shankh. He killed him straight away and opened his entrails and could not find the young boy. But he found a conch shell which was formed out of the body of the dead Asura. He took that shell for himself, and from there he went to the city by name Samyamani, the favorite place of Yama, the god of death. Krishna and Balarama entered the city of Yama together, and standing at the entrance of the city, Krishna blew loudly the Shankh, the Panchajanya, meaning born of Panchajana. A Shankh is called Panchajanya because it is born out of the dead body of Panchajana Asura. After worshipping them, the Yama, when he heard the notes, the conch shell, he came rushing to receive Balarama and Krishna. After worshipping the Lord Krishna and Balarama, he said, what will I have to do to please you, Krishna, the Lord of the Lord, the Sarva Swami, Akila Jagat Swami? Please tell. He said, please do me a favor, the king of the dead. We have promised to restore to our Guru his dead son who was drowned in the sea in Prabhasa long ago. And this is the Guru Dakshina I need to offer. We have been asked to pay, and I am sure With your help, I can retrieve him. So, charmed by the gentle words and the request humbly put by Krishna, Yama said, certainly. Yama then asked his servants to bring back the son of Sandipani. Krishna took him with them and came back to the earth. They took their son to the Guru and Santipani and his wife. The old couple could not speak at all for joy. Their throat was choked with emotion. They had tears rolling down their cheeks. They had goosebumps. After a while, he composed himself and said, I have been the most blessed and fortunate among all gurus. I am sure no one has had such a pleasing dakshina from his disciples as I have been blessed with. With you both as my disciples, I have been cured of the diseases which are led by desire. You are the great heroes, and go home with my blessings and asirvadam. Infinite will be the fame that will be yours. Krishna and Balarama took leave of the old couple and they came back to Mathura. Then of course we will have Uddhava Gita, we will have Jarasandha, all that next week. Adiyan. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunasharine Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyosmi.